Hi, in this video I'm going to talk about Revenue, your web-based CRM system. CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management, and this system is the only or the main system that will be used by you and your personnel in order to see all the orders, everything that you have done, be able to search for new leads, be able to create new contact cards, be able to handle your people's phone calls better, and for them to use it in order to run campaigns on the clients and actually place all the impressions from that conversation into the contact cards. So what do we have here? This is a brief summary of everything you can see and do in the Revenue. So this is the main page of the Revenue, and in it you will see two things. First of all, this bar, the left bar, and we will talk about this one a bit later. And second, this main page. The main page contains, first of all the desks, countries, or distributors that Vista has. Inside any kind of a given desk, sometimes there will be just one country, sometimes there will be a whole lot of countries all under the same roof. Now you can see the sales that are done in each point and until the date of that month. So until now, this is the sales for August, and these are the projected sales. The projected sales are calculated based on the number of days in a month per each of those, and the system knows to calculate based on sales how much more we can sell during that month to everybody, everywhere in the world. This is a summary of every single desk here or distributor. It summarizes what the system now calculates will be the projected sales. Of course, this is not an accurate science, and if there is one day with a whole lot of more sales, you will see this number fluctuating, going up and down. In the morning it will be lower, in the evening it will be higher, according to the sales of each particular day. In the bottom of this, you can see a list of all the salespersons combined in all of Vista worldwide desks, distributors, subsidiaries, etc. And here you can see a graph that is saying what was the sales in a particular given day and of all other desks and distributors alike. In the bottom of the page, according to each date, you can see how much sales were done per desk or by distributor. The desks will be in black and the distributors will be marked in green. So what else you can see here? You can see the order number ID in a particular desk. So sometimes you see different numbers because in each desk the number of the orders change. The sum of the order in dollars, US dollars, and if there is a different currency in that particular country or desk, you will see also the original currency that it was sold for. The contact ID is appearing under here to make it faster to find that client, even if you want to go back to an order that was done a week ago or a month ago. And of course, first name, last name, name of the company, and name of the salesperson that sold that order. So these are all in the main page. Now let's take a look at what else can be done in the Revenue. So first of all, your home is global sales and the local sales. And of course, you can see a full screen. And if we will open it in a new tab, this is the full screen that appears on all screens in the company, in the sales, in the production. They have TVs with the full screen showing sales that are done right now, every second. If if it rings in the sales, it also rings in the production. And it's a very effective tool to raise morale. You can also see here a tab, Contacts, a tab, Quotes, a tab, Orders, Employee Management, and Administration. Most of you will not have anything to do with administration. This is only administrators, and we can control from here, creating new users, new countries, mastering contact card management, do all kinds of actions, etc. Employee management usually also is an administrative task. You don't need that, but if you need anything, you can also ask us to do it for you. The Contacts tab is very interesting in terms of it has two additional tabs here called Tools and Reports. In Tools, you can do all kinds of actions that are very valuable and saving a lot of time, like creating new contact. If we click this one just to open and show you, through this screen you can create new contact. Make sure that if you are creating a new contact, you always choose your own country / desk and only start after that. And of course you need to fill all these 4 tabs, and at the end of it press on Add Contact. This is the only way to add new contacts to your database. Don't do it through the ERP system, the Sign project. Do it only from Revenue. And any new contact, if you remember the previous lesson, will be considered D status, meaning that it doesn't matter if they are suspect, prospect, or new customer a day after, they're still going to remain D. So that's about new contacts. This is a quick search possibility. If you know a contact ID, you can do a search according to your desk or country and put the ID inside. It's supposed to give you very, very fast the card itself. You can conduct a more general search like this one based on a different territory, and in there you can also search according to a specific country inside that territory, and you have all kinds of options. You can put a zip code, you can put an email, you can put a company name or the person's name, and this is a very, very fast and easy way to find contacts in your database. Now, let's say, for example, you got an email and you have only the email itself. The person didn't mention his name. The email is generic. It's like info at something. You can copy it and put it here and click on Find. But if you don't find it, you can also use this button called Deleted Card Any, because this is a very powerful tool to know whether this contact card that you are now searching for perhaps was deleted before or created as a non-prospect, which is why it does not actively appearing in your database, but it's still there. So it's very, very good to know, because you would not want to create a new contact card for somebody that was deleted. Now, you can also do a search by zip code according to a particular place. Just so you remember, zip codes might yield a lot of results. So in one zip code, there can be 100 signage companies. Take that into consideration. You can also assign a group of contacts to a particular salesperson. Usually we do it for you, but if you want to do it yourself, you can always do it and create a group. If it's not working or something is not yet clear, you can always contact us and we will help you master this option. You can do a phone call planning, meaning you can plan for a particular group when to call them in 8 weeks, in 10 weeks, in 6 months. It's an effective tool, especially for desks that have a lot of prospects that are very, very small companies, and they do not need to get a phone call every 6 or 8 weeks. We can do a Google lead search, but I will not expand on this one. If you want to know more about it, talk to me. And of course, you can insert leads, hot leads, pictures given to you from a particular project. Just save the pictures to your desktop, and here you can upload them, and they will be delivered to our media department, and then we can also use them for some more advertising done for you free of charge. We can do search in country, meaning that we can search for a particular country in all of our ERP systems in order to find all the contacts in that country. There are countries that historically have been starting in a particular desk and then continued in another one, and for that reason we keep this option. Usually it's not going to happen to you as a distributor because all your contacts will be under your ERP system, therefore in your revenue. So don't worry about that. We can also open some reports. Some of them can be done by a distributor. Some of them are only open to administrators. Read all those kind of reports, and then if you have any questions, you can ask in particular, what does it mean? Now let's go to quotes. We can also have here tools and reports. Again, reports, some will be open for you. For example, quotes between dates. You can actually open a report for a particular desk between the dates until now, and you can search only for quotes that were not ordered. This is any quote, including canceled. This is just quotes that still have a status quotes. These are quotes that were already ordered, and these are quotes plus orders without the canceled ones. And these are just canceled. So I'm choosing just the quotes that are not yet ordered. And we can see we have 82 results, and it gives us all kinds of different parameters, and we can do that for any desks. So the reports, part of them are open for you, part of them will not be. The tools here are searching for a particular quote based on the number. You can put here your desk and the ID of the quote, or somebody wrote you a number of a quote from the past and you want to look for it. This is the way to do it. And of course you can find here a very nice feature called quote recommended price. If you place here any of the desks and you know a quote number, you will be able to open a screen that that gives you a recommendation what to sell the order for. If you are a distributor, take into consideration that you might not have the shipping price in there, so you need to place the shipping price in a separate place in the order itself, but the quote recommended price will give you a reasonable ratio to sell by. And as you remember, selling price is your decision. The same goes for orders. If you want to do order tracking, for example, if the order was placed and sent to us to be shipped from our headquarters, then you can do a tracking of the order. Or you can do a royalty request. This is for a more advanced stage in the distributorship. And of course, there are the same kind of reports. You can do a revenue report between certain dates to your territory. And of course, you can do all kinds of analysis reports, like how long did it take from the quote to turn into an order. So these are the main things that you can see in your revenue system. I will expand more in more lessons, but I hope this one was well understood, and I bid you farewell.